Hey guys, it's Raptor, and welcome back to World of Tanks. Today I have one of my very own replays in my T-10, the Tier 9 Russian heavy tank in the IS-7 line. I am on the Fiery Salient map. I am top tier, as you can quite clearly see, as there's only 2 or 3 other Tier 9s in this game, including an AMX 5120 on the enemy team. And we have a 50% chance to win this game. So I need to definitely pull my weight in order to make sure this is a win. So in the beginning, I'm going to take my Tier 9 heavy tank up onto the hill and see what kind of damage I can do to either the people on the hill or the people on the 5-6 line out in the middle, like that T-54 Mark 1. And a couple people out there watching may be wondering, Raptor, why haven't you posted any videos recently? Well, I just haven't really had the time, and I'm sorry that I wasn't able to let you guys know, but I just wasn't able to. I'm going to try, however, to start posting 1, maybe 2 videos a week, and see how that works. Now I see the AMX CDC, and I put a nice shot into him. Now what you're going to see is I try to get out of sniper view immediately after or right before I take a shot at someone. And I do that because I want to see what's going on around me in at least a small field of view. So I can see that the AMX M449 is pushing up, and I can also see that the CDC has fallen back quite a ways. Now I notice that the Lava is aiming at me, and I then get a surprise as an FCM-50D just kind of rolls right on past me, takes the shot that I was about to fire at the Lava, and then gets obliterated by the T-29 down at the bottom of the hill. Now, here, instead of staying up here, after taking this shot at the AMX M449, I should have probably backed down into the dip again, but I didn't, and I stay up here. Now I look for a shot at the AMX 1390, he stops right before, and again I made a bad decision and I took a hit from the Lava, and then another hit from the AMX M4 that just died. So I'm looking for shots at the CDC and the Mod 1. Still don't have any, but I'm quite patient, and I will sit here waiting. Now see the T-29, I put a shot into him. Unfortunately, it looks like I just took off his tracks, which is quite a bummer, but can't be helped really. The T-29, I think, got my turret there, but the CDC definitely did not. Probably put that shot, yep, right into the side there, or the lower plate, either way, both of which are weak spots on the T-10. So I push up, looking for some shots at this Tiger 1. Unfortunately, the SU-152 finishes him off before I'm able to. Now I see that I have a perfect shot at that CDC, so I waste no time in making sure he knows I'm still up here. Now I'm aiming at the Lava. He's giving me a nice broad side of the tank, and I punish him for doing that. Now I noticed the AMX-30, and instead of pulling back all the way, I stopped and I pulled forward a bit. That was a bad decision on my part. The AMX-30, excuse me, tracks me, or the Lava tracked me, excuse me, and the AMX-30 put a shot into me. And definitely not going to sit in front of an AMX-30 with this amount of health. So I go ahead and repair my tracks, and I fall back. I notice the high S up on the hill, and I think about pushing him, but with this amount of health I get spotted, and I immediately pull back. And as you saw there, the AMX-30 tried to hit me, tried to hit my turret, but he missed, which is a good thing. So the Lava, I think, was the one that took that blind shot at me. But either way, it's not going to help him any, as he's still showing me broad, flat side of his tank. And I don't need... what is this? 258 millimeters of pen to go through the side of a lava, that's for sure. So the AMX-30 is still in the cap, and the Mod 1 is right there. I take the shot, get really unlucky there as the T-29 on my team tracks him right before he ran into that shell. So I got very unlucky there. Fortunately enough though, he's not going to last much longer. I again notice that the IS is poking. I turn my turret towards him and check, make sure he's not coming all the way over. And the lava again tracks me. And the T-54 Mod 1 takes a shot at me. So I try and punish him right there, but I get really unlucky. And I hit the berm beside him. Now I noticed that the Waffenträger fired at something, and then I checked my map and I saw that the IS was pushing me, so I quickly turn around and give him his death by Tier 9 heavy tank. The lava finishes off the T-29 in front of me, and the T-54 Mod 1 takes a punt to my turret, but with 200 plus millimeters of armor on my turret, there's no way he's going through that. Check for a shot at the AMX-30. I see that I don't have one, so I wait patiently to hopefully get another shot at the lava. And there he is, giving me the broadside of his tank again, so I punish him by giving him a nice 433 damage shot. Now, right about here, I start noticing that the lava and the Mod 1 aren't really going to be there for much longer. I poke the ridge to hopefully get another shot. But the lava dies, and I notice that the T-54 Mod 1 is definitely not going to survive that, as our T-54 Mod 1 is about to put him down. Yep, there he is. And so I go ahead and push up onto the top of the hill to get some shots into this nice, full health AMX 5120. There he is. I put a shot into him, then I back up, and he goes off the side of the cliff, and I was pretty confused at this point what he was trying to do. I thought at first that he may have been trying to go after our SU-152, and then I poke the ridge and find that he's sitting in the water trying to drown himself. So I put a shot into him right before he dies, and I know that you can take damage, or the hit points, off of tanks that have drowned themselves. So there I go, and I go ahead and finish off the rest of the hit points of that tank, earning me an extra 300 something damage. And now the Waffenträger auf Panzerfia and the SU-152 are going to get in the cap, and I'm going to go and try and find the T-71, because at this point I was all excited because I'd done 5,400, excuse me, damage, and I wanted to finish it off, hopefully with over 6,000. But we'll have to see if I actually do or not. Now I noticed that the T-71 on their team isn't a terrible player, but I know he's not a really good player either. So what I decide to do is I decide to take a risk and assume where he probably is sitting. And what I assume is that he's sitting in the A12 or B12 area, waiting for someone like me to derp across the field. But what he may not realize is that I may be derping across this field, but I have a lot of frontal armor, and his gun definitely can't pen it. And there he is, there's the T-71, and I know he's right over here in these bushes now, so I'm just gonna kind of push into him. Now I make a bad decision here, and instead of pushing into him like I did here, what I should have done is I should have started backing up, so it would have taken him a longer time to get to me, and he wouldn't have been able to get my side armor as quickly. So, unfortunately, He does kill me, but I did get one extra shell in, and the T-54 Mod 1 on my team does finish him off for me. Well, that was a pretty good game. Let's take a quick look at the post-game stats and see how well I did. And as you can see, that is a first class mastery with fire for effect, Confederate, and high caliber, earning me just shy of 55,000 credits and 2,300 experience with my first win of the day double. And as you see here, I was definitely top of my team in damage, doing just over 5,000, and only second on experience because of the T-29 on my team, who did just shy of 3,000 damage himself, so very well done to him. And after vehicle repair and ammunition and consumable resupply, I still made just shy of 14,000 credits, so not a bad game at all. Now, if you guys have replays that you want me to make videos of, there are links in the description on how to send me those. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. It lets me know what you think. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I will see you guys in the next video.